Hello, Mark Crossfield here. In my hands today, Nike VRS Covert Tour 2.0. So this is the newer version, the 2.0 version of the Tour driver that I use and have used. We're going to give the Nike Covert Tour 2.0 a hit. We've got GC2 HMT on the floor. I'm going to use my real Pro V1X balls and give you some real numbers as well at the end with some real golf balls. Let's take a look at this golf club. Let's get stuck in. Right guys, Nike VRS Covert Tour 2.0 in the hands now of many of the world's best. Schwartzel's using it, Tiger's using it, Rory's using it. Where 0.1 I've used, anyone who watches my videos, I use 0.1. That one didn't get into the Tour players' bags as well. This one seems to have got into more players' bags. So what are they doing differently? So look. Cosmetic looks very similar. Red top, you get a 2.0 lineup line on the top, which you didn't get on the old one, so that's new. Nike swoosh in the bottom left hand corner, right hand corner, the same. So you're getting that same kind of striking Nike looks. Now it's a 460cc head, but when you put it down by the ball, it looks deeper or feels deeper, I don't know if it is, than the first one. And it's a similar shape, not quite as good a shape as the original one, not quite as round. I actually prefer the shape of my other one to this one. So you're getting a slightly bigger head, they're saying, but when you put it down by the ball, you don't get that appearance. You're getting the black face with next core face, which delivers fast ball speeds across the whole face with miss hits, is what Nike say. You're getting flex loft, which I really like. So you've got lofts from 8.5 all the way up to 12.5. So 8.5, 9.5, 10.5, 11.5, 12.5 on this. You've also got a left, a right and a neutral setting for changing ball flights as well. So you get loads of flexibility in the loft and the way you set the club up in this neck. Simple turn of the key and you can move that around, which I really like, works well. Still getting cavity back design, but they're slowly, this is what's slightly funny with these clubs. So they put this kind of stabilizing insert in the back, looks good in the white. Certainly defines it more from the first one to the second one. You look for this white insert, that means you're looking at the 2.0 on telly and what have you, that'll work well. This is giving you a little bit more stable hits on off-center hits is what Nike are saying. If that is true, we'll hit some, we can have a look if we can feel that or not. But they create this cavity back design, which is the big brouhaha with these tubs when they come out, but it looks like they're slowly filling it in. You know what I mean? 3.0, it'll end up with Covert 10.0 and it'll be back to not being, it'll be filled in again. Anyway, look, let's give it a hit and see how it feels. Certainly down by the ball. I love the red to the black face, looks really striking and good. You know I like that, anyone who watches my videos. I'm just not as keen on this shape as the old shape, and that might be just purely because I'm used to looking at the old shape, so the new is what's putting me off. So let's give it a hit, see what it feels like. Okay, it feels very similar to the first one, which is exactly what I would want it to do. I really like Nike Covert, so 2.0 I would want it not to do much more, because even if I ever change to this one, I like the original one. I like the numbers it produces, and I like the look, and I like the feel. So that feels very similar. Let's give it a hit. The head definitely feels a bit bigger down by the ball, which I think for lots of golfers will help them. I don't mind the smaller head. Let's give it another hit. Oh, I hit that well. That feels really good. I'm going to look forward to seeing the numbers. Like I said, at the end of this video, you'll see we've got GC2 HMT launch monitor on the floor here. We're going to be using real Pro V1Xs, which is the ball I game, just give you some proper numbers of what it'll do with real golf balls opposed to these range balls. Let's give it another hit. And again, that feels good, and it's a nice flight out there, which is everything I'd expect this club to do. Interesting, this one. I'm not sure why more tour players are putting this in the bag over the other one. I'm sure Nike will tell us it's to do with the improvements in this stabilizing bit at the back. I think the head shape and size, lots of reports from the original one, players getting almost not enough spin. Didn't like the size of the head, the smaller head. So I think going up to the bigger head on this one is everything that the better players have asked for. I'm just hitting a standard, their standard stiff shaft they put in this one, the Cura cage. Don't like these grips Nike are putting on these clubs. So bad in the rain, these kind of winny shiny grips, great when it's dry, but just rubbish in the rain. So I'd be changing that straight away. Let's give it one more hit. I'm intrigued with this one. I'm not sure if I would actually change up from my old one. That does feel good. I mean, it feels the same, which is what I would expect. So interesting to see. Let's look at some of the numbers from GC2 HMT with these real golf balls. Let's see what numbers are coming out of this club. Impressions, not sure if it's a different shape to the old one, and I like the shape of the old one, so it's going to be hard to improve on one that I already like. So this is my personal opinion. Some people might put that club down and think, well, that looks much better. Definitely a slightly bigger head, which I think for lots of people will inspire confidence. And it's still got the great features that I like. The red with the swoosh, the black face, which I like. Flex flip, the flex loft, which I really like. Cavity back is fine. What that actually does, I think you'd need a robot to test it properly. But I'm sure they can prove that does everything it needs to do. If this stabilizing bar does things, again, I think you would need a robot to properly test that. So look, let's look at some of the numbers and the performance of this club and see if it might go in the bag. Let's check these numbers out. Right guys, numbers time for Nike Covert Tour using my real golf balls. So we're getting 148 average ball speed, we're getting average carry of 260, which is actually slightly further than some of my other drivers. Now the reason I get the slightly longer carry with this club is I got one out there carrying at 268. Boom, that's a big one for me. So I'm usually around 250 to 260 carry. So this club is performing pretty well. The 268 carry, I mean, that is the one, the dream, the sneaky long that you get on the course sometimes where the gorilla hates it. I'm past James the gorilla. I catch it in the perfect spot on the club, slightly high up the face, a little bit more loft and launch, and out there with lowest spin. I mean, look at the spin of it, 1.7. But launching at 16, so the highest launching one, so higher up the face with the lowest spin, higher up the face often takes the spin off as well. So that's that dream sneaky long drive. Average spin on this 2.1, really low spin, so 2.6, 2000 and 1.7. And the Nike Covert Tour, my original, the original one, and a 2.0, definitely great for low spinning clubs. So look, on those numbers, wow, hard not to put it in the bag. I probably would put it in the bag over the original one because they are very, very good performing numbers. I hit one a little bit left, 13 yards left, and the other's pretty straight as well. So I'm just, yeah, great numbers, impressed with that. So not sure about the shape, but if numbers consistently produce that way, I would definitely think about putting that one in the bag because the data on that is good enough for me to be feeling like I'm going to get maximum drives, low spin, and that's what I really like out of the Covert with the original one as well. Into the wind, it just stays going forwards, doesn't balloon up, which I really like with that club. Very good numbers, guys. Let me know what you think. Post comments down below. Is it a club you might be trying? I know lots of you don't particularly go for that red with the big tick, but I actually really like that. I still prefer the shape of my older one, but loving the distance, loving the numbers. Let me know what you think. So if you like what's going on here, don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel. Also thumbs up the video, post comments, love to hear what you guys got to say. Let's keep it social. The more we talk, the more we share, the easier this game will get for everybody. So if you want to find me on Facebook here, you can find me on Facebook. If you want to tweet me, find me on Twitter here as well. Just follow the links, all in the description. Come and join the show, get active, get involved, get playing some better golf. Thanks for watching.